Two accounting giants, one showdown. Xero versus Zoho Books. Which one really delivers? On the left, Xero, beautiful accounting software for growing businesses. On the right, Zoho Books, smart accounting inside the Zoho ecosystem. Let's skip the marketing hype and get to the real details. We'll score each category, so you'll see precisely who comes out ahead. The final winner? It might surprise you. All right, quick overview before we hit the details. Here's our mind map for today. We're looking at price, scalability, invoicing and customization, inventory and product management, automation and AI, ease of use and setup, integrations and ecosystem, international features and tax, plus support and community. Buckle up. This is going to be thorough. First up, price. So let's start with Xero. It's got predictable pricing as you scale, which honestly is great if you hate surprise bills. Plus, you can add unlimited users on every plan. The catch? No free plan. And the entry cost can sting a bit if you're a solo freelancer or a tiny team just getting started. Now, switching over to Zoho Books. Oh, here's something cool. They actually offer a free tier for super small businesses, and their basic plans are really affordable for startups. But as you grow, the cost jumps fast, especially if you need to add more team members. Overall, Zoho Books wins on price if you're budget-focused or just starting out. Let's talk scalability. Xero, it's a powerhouse here. You get unlimited users on any plan, over 1,000 app integrations, and it flexes pretty well for growing businesses. That said, if you want deep inventory management, you may need add-ons. Zoho Books, meanwhile, gives you upgrade options as your company grows, and it's awesome if you're already living in the Zoho universe. But honestly, there are caps on users and the number of transactions. If you're scaling fast, those can be a headache. Here, Xero totally takes the win for scaling up. Okay, moving on to invoicing and customization. Xero lets you send unlimited invoices on any paid plan and has some slick recurring billing and templates. But if you're obsessed with tweaking every pixel on your invoice design, Xero feels a little boxed in. Zoho Books, though, wow. You get super customizable invoices, options for multiple languages, and it connects right to Zoho CRM. The trade-off is there's a bit more setup work up front. Still, for customization junkies, Zoho Books wins here hands down. Quick break. Did you know Xero started out in New Zealand? While Zoho's CEO actually lives on a self-sustaining organic farm in India? That is some real global entrepreneur energy right there. Inventory and product management. Here's where things get interesting. Xero gives you basic inventory right out of the box and simple tracking for products and services. However, no fancy features like LIFO or serial tracking unless you bring in external apps. With Zoho Books, it's way more advanced. You get serial and batch tracking, better shipping options, and support for both LIFO and FIFO methods. But heads up, those premium features do mean higher tier pricing. All things considered, Zoho Books is top dog for inventory. Let's jump into automation and AI. So Xero's got some seriously cool AI stuff. Think insights, auto-categorization, forecasting. It's a huge perk for time saving, though some of these advanced features do live on pricier plans. Zoho Books offers good error detection and helps reconcile transactions. But in terms of cutting-edge AI, it's just not quite as sharp as Xero. So for AI and automation, Xero nudges ahead. Ease of use and setup. This one's actually pretty close. Xero feels intuitive for standard financial tasks, and the navigation is straightforward. Love that. But the dashboard isn't really customizable, and sometimes the layout just feels kind of stiff. Zoho Books, on the flip side, is super flexible. You get custom dashboards, awesome workflow automations, and it takes just a click to find what you need. The only real caveat is, if you want the deep features, there's a bit of initial setup. Zoho Books gets the win for ease of use, especially if you like to tweak your workspaces. Time for integrations and ecosystem. So with Xero, honestly, you're spoiled for choice. Over 1,000 integrations, open API, you name it. Payroll, CRM, inventory, the works. The only catch is you might end up signing up for a few extra services to get the full ecosystem. Zoho Books, meanwhile, is just baked into the whole Zoho suite. If you already use Zoho CRM or projects or HR, everything talks to each other. And that's pretty awesome. Still, compared to Xero, fewer options when it comes to third-party stuff. For sheer integration flexibility, Xero wins. Now, international features and tax. Xero is big on multi-currency support and super popular in places like the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. But if you're in the US and need LIFO, that's, well, not really there. Zoho Books handles GST and VAT filings really well for a bunch of countries. And for US-based folks needing LIFO or FIFO, Zoho's got that too. But their localized perks are only super polished where Zoho's strongest. So for international users, honestly, it's a tie. Okay, here's one people underestimate: support and community. Xero has a huge global community, loads of online resources, but No live chat, no phone support, just email, which can be, let's say, leisurely at times. Zoho Books, though, you get chat, chatbot, phone support, and responses are fast and hands-on. If you need help, Zoho is there. Zoho Books is the clear winner for support. Just so you can visualize it, here's our radar chart mapping out each of those categories. You can really see where Zoho Books shines for budget, support, and customization, while Xero totally leads in scalability and integrations. Some cool contrasts, right? So if your business is scaling fast, needs lots of users, and wants open-ended integrations, Xero is the way to go. But if you're a startup, freelancer, or you're already using another Zoho tool, Zoho Books is honestly unbeatable for customization, support, and getting started for free. Both have quirks, but neither really loses. It's all about what matters most to you and your workflow. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.